Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you don't mind, subscribe. Seen a video this morning that reminded me that some people come here, they're unprepared or don't have knowledge, and it makes it a difficult transaction. To transact from their home country to here. And if they do a little research, watch the videos, like mine and others out there, there's plenty of them out there, plenty of information. You can overcome some of these obstacles just by pre-planning. Now, I've often been asked the question about Social Security, can you get it while you're here? Yes. Some prefer to use a U.S. bank and do money transfers and so forth. And some do like I do. I do banking here in the Philippines, direct deposit, no issue. I did have a slight glitch, but that's because the main branch in Manila flagged my account for no reason. And it was just a one-day delay, so it wasn't a big issue. Over roughly almost 14 years, I can't complain. Now, little do most people know, regular Social Security and disabled Social Security, SSDI, there is no issues here. Now, if you're on SSI, after 30 days, they can cut you off if they know you're living in the Philippines. So we'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're preparing to come here, you need to have a nice little chunk of change up front to get yourself started. And you do need an income, whether it be Social Security, a retirement plan, 401ks, it doesn't matter. But you do need a source of income, because you don't want to be living here and go broke. Oh, it could be a nightmare. And I'll be honest with you, try to get help. The foreigners are cruel. They blame you for going broke. In some cases, people have bad luck. It happens. But they look at you like you're, I don't know how to explain it. There is no pity. I've seen that too often. No. I don't comment with the groups on that subject because my opinion is entirely different. And I respect their opinion. Then, but that's just the way it is. So you keep that in mind. Please be prepared. Have something to fall back on too. This is a third world country, and you forget about any kind of government help. And the U.S. Embassy ain't going to do anything for you either. Worst case scenario, you might get lucky and then let you borrow the money and give you a temporary passport to get you home. And you, until you pay that back, you lose your passport. You'll never be able to come back. Unless you pay it, then get your passport back. I've heard of that before, and that's the way it works as far as I know. Excuse me. Allergies. But if you take your time and you plan things and you stay determined, you can actually have a pretty good life here on a smaller income. When I first come here, things were much different as far as being affordable. It's amazing how much things. The only thing that went down in price, to be honest with you, is actually probably the internet. I paid when I first come here, trying to remember. I think it was 2,500 pesos a month for a 3 meg and a half a meg upload service. It was okay, but God, it was slow. And now I've got 2 internets for less money than that. And both are fairly dependable. Now my fiber is off right now. Been off. Day will be 2 days, and that's why I have 2 different sources of internet. That's an example of being redundant on things you need to do here in the Philippines. You need a backup for the backup. That's just the way I do things. It's been working for me. And you're going to have to go with the flow. There's things that won't work out the way you want it to. I have that happen to me quite often. And you just got to figure out a way to make it work. Prime example is my air conditioning is not working on my little van right now. Well, I found the part I needed, a brand new evaporator core, which I didn't think would be possible to find a new one, but I did. But getting it here, it's actually don't make sense, but I guess it works for them. I ordered it from Davao, which is south of me, a large island. I think I can't remember if it's the second largest or the largest, one of the two. I think. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But anyway, instead of them sending it straight to Negros, guess what? They sent it to Luzon near Manila. And they sent it by boat. So it was in transit to Manila for 3 days. That's not counting the 3 days from Davao to Davao and then Davao to CDO. So it's been in transit for 6 days now. And it'll be another 2 days before I get it, because I just checked on it and it's just been released to go to Bacolod. It'll be probably tomorrow before it makes it to Bacolod. Then the next day, it might make it to my delivery point here where I put it out for delivery, maybe. Which coincides with my hatching dates on my photo eggs that I've got in the incubator. So I'll have to delay installation for a few days until I make sure if I have any chicks that they are properly taken care of. Again, that's just an example of doing things and finding ways to make things happen. That's just the way it works here. And by no means do I take it in a negative way. I look at everything positive. I love living here. I love being comfortable like I am and relaxed. I love the stress-free environment I have built for myself here. It is something that has made a big difference, And, finding the right partner, too, was amazing plus. I've lived here for roughly 14 years. And something that comes to mind is how many headaches have I had? Before I came here, that was a constant thing. Migraines that would drive you insane. You have to stay in a dark room and total silence. I only experienced that when I first came here. I think a couple of times maybe during the first 6 months I was here. But to be honest with you, I've not had a migraine that I can recall since I lived in the first 6 months I've been here. And believe me, I don't miss those. I don't miss those headaches. But you can build a good life here if you get the right attitude and you do some pre-planning. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to be upside down. That's the rule. And don't invest in anything that you're not willing to walk away from and smile about it. I see that a lot too. People complain, well, I bought this and I bought that, and things didn't work out. And she took it all. Or the family took it, or something in that category. That's the wrong attitude to have. Like I said, don't throw your money down on something you're not willing to walk away from. I mean on everything. Something simple as buying a vehicle. You know, if you're not willing to walk away from it and giving it all up, don't do it. That's the way I've been. You know, I'm at the point now that I've been that way for a long time. Grace takes care of everything. I don't even do the banking anymore. I haven't done that in many years. And you can see what we have accumulated if you've been following any of my videos. And, I can't complain. But building a good life for yourself, it's possible. But you've got to have the proper attitude. Took me a few months to adjust to the new environment. No, I'll just be honest with you, it was different, and I had to take a different outlook on things. But it all panned out. Anyway, if you enjoy my videos, even just a little bit, I mean, just a tad, subscribe. Thank you.